Welcome to the Crypto A Day morning. Today's date comes in that of Thursday, 14th of March, 2019. All bets, trades of the like within each his own risk and that their own reward. I'm going to go through these coins quickly. Bitcoin, what else do I need to say? Inside day, a little over 1% volatility. Just hanging in there. So until it does something of note, which is attempting to break above or below the 18, or outside of it, there's nothing else to talk about right now. Litecoin also with tiny volatility. It's a little over 2% today, but it's a more volatile market. Correcting through time to the 18 right now. So again, breaking down below the support, breaking above this resistance. There's not much more to go over at this time. Veritcoin against Bitcoin. Interesting level of resistance and support as we can see in here. I love how this moved, did everything we see after this. Just a very nice bullish looking setup moving forward in a nice productive bullish manner. Getting your extreme volatility as we can see with just a lot of these moves that have been occurring. And here it comes up to this resistance point at 16 and it pulls back to 12. Now we've had 12 rise up to 18. It's already pulled back to 14 and change. Just sweet, sweet volatility. And as far as its longer term action, how it's set up within this weekly term time frame, the last four periods, how it's supporting this newly rising 18. I just like the potential mathematically of this having a 2x, 3x, 4x even kind of move over the next 1 to 3 months. I think there's a decent chance of it given its pattern I see here, and hopefully you can see it as well. Moving on to theta, which is showing signs of a possible failed breakout, and that would be from breaking this major key resistance at about 3800 area. We seen this on big volume. There was no real spectacular volume on this high because it just matched some of these previous days. It could still find support in here and left higher, as I'm going to be looking for this 18 to give me the indication it's still in it. And breaking out above this area now after everything that's went down, and we're at 42, 43, there's going to be a lot of good reason to think we might be seeing a higher volume than this, maybe larger green candle update to move forward. But for now, the market's going to do what, of course, it's going to do if this is a failed breakout. Then to me, this just means a little bit more further retracement in here, as it still is well above this 18 average. And when you see it break out from this 17 point, if it's going to have a good breakout, I want to see it hold and stay above it. But when it's an extreme breakout, I want to see it hold and stay above the next best key level after it. And really, I got to think even 2400. As long as it stays and holds above that, it would be just fantastic. Even 2200 really. And but with the thing about these cryptos, I wouldn't be surprised if it does come down here in like 1700, settles in there for a while, and then maybe bounces up after that. I'd rather it do that myself, but of course it will do what it needs to do. But high volatility on this coin as well. Komodo is next, and an interesting weekly time frame has given back a lot of its gains. Still up for the week, but just really hanging in there, having a high today. Well, it is yesterday actually. Not seen since that of May of last year, at least that Bitcoin Satoshi close to 40,000. The daily term time frame. Obviously, this major level of support is huge. It's gotten above this resistance, but it didn't hold and stay above it. So it's back to where it was before in this correctionary mode from this point A low to this point B high. Resistance or support here is at the 22.2, resistance at around 28, and it's back in it now. Anything you sold up here, though, of course, well, I mean, only price pays. You obviously are able to buy it back at a little cheaper of a price. DGB continues to be extended above its 18 average on the daily term after a couple days ago reaching this high, we'll say at 400. Two pause days. Yesterday's less volatility, so it's a true pause day as long as it's smaller. And well above it, the 18 again, so it could decline. If so be it, is there any indication on the hourly? Well, we've had some support established in here, so until it breaks that, not really. As far as a resistance line is concerned, I don't see any. I see more of a little downtrend line. Of course, you do got this here, but only hit once. And we got this double hit level resistance, but it's quite far away at this time. So therefore, that is DGB. It's one of those excellent coins as far as its volatility, because you don't got too many coins in the top 30 that can have these kinds of moves where they just, yeah, go from like 40 up to like 2500 and up and down to these price levels. Even just a smaller high rally from like 100 to like 775 or 800. Not that shabby. And let's finish it off within Dash, which, well, look at the volatility it had in 2017 from its high. Just beautiful up and down choppy moves, and that stopped. It had a less beautiful choppy move down and a less beautiful high, and then consistent moves lower. Of course, buying in here if you're able to do it. This is a Poloniex exclusive move probably. But the whole point is volatility is extremely micro right now. The downtrend from its 2018 high has went sideways. So stage 1 band flattening out on that time frame is in play, but it's barely even trying to attempt stage 2 right now. More so, it's just been consistently resisting the highest level of this range, which is more productive than the lower area. And on the daily term time frame, after this big rally in here in February, the market did manage to come back to where it came from, hold the area that I'm looking for it to hold. Yes, it dipped below the 18 lows, but that's all it did. Now it managed a few days ago to have a break above this resistance, matching this more previous one from the last point in 2018. So therefore this little area here, because last time it held this little resistance peak here. Now if it's going to pull back, and it's starting to do so, I want to hold this little resistance area in here, roughly around 216. And even the 18 lows, 213, 214, that's pretty much the same ball game. And if it's able to do all of this and create some more higher lows, because we have the higher low here, higher low here, higher low here, create another one, break above that level of resistance, then that would mean on the weekly time frame getting above, like, say, 260 and higher means it's establishing a level of resistance, and that's stage number 2 for reversal of trend. Thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.